Hi, come on in. Today I'm going to show you how to make these lovely little crochet daisies. Now, these are super simple to make and take no time to work up. The yarn I've used for these today is DK yarn, which is a light worsted weight 3 yarn. You can use any type you want, so you can make them bigger by using heavier weight yarns or smaller by using lightweight yarns. To go with that, I'm using the 4mm hook. You'll need scissors and a darning needle for finishing off. Let's have a look at how to do it. So we're going to start with our yellow for the center. To do this, we're going to make a magic ring. I do have a tutorial for this that goes through it in a little bit more detail if you need it. It'll be here on the screen for you, and I will be updating that to show you some other ways you can do it that you may find simpler. So we put the yarn over our fingers all the way around, taking it back up and crossing it at the back there. So you've got it in that little cross right there. Take your hook, put it under that first bit, hook the second bit, bring it through and twist it, yarn over that bit of yarn and pull it through. Now this bit can be more tricky, and pull it through, oops, that loop on the hook. And it's easy sometimes to lose these parts and for it all to fall apart. It's getting into how to hold on to them while bringing that through. When we're crocheting now, we're going to hold on to these and crochet around both of them. That just helps to stop it from unraveling at the end. And we're going to make another chain. So we've already got one there where we fixed it by putting our our yarn through that first loop there, but we're going to make a second one. So that's our second one right there. And then we are going to start making UK half trebles, US half doubles. So yarn over, in through there where we've got both of these, yarn over and pull back through. We have 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and pull through all, 3. And a second one, yarn over, in through the center and coming through both of those pieces. So we've got them both there together, yarn over and pulling it back through, 3 loops, yarn over and pull through all 3. We are going to make 8 of these in total. When you come to the last one, stop because we're going to do something slightly different before we move on. And I'll continue to make my 8, and if you continue to make yours, if you need to stop the video and pause it and come back so you can see how to do these, please do. And I will meet you when you come to the other end. So we've done 7 now, and we can count these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And just take your end, put it a little bit tighter if you need to. Now I'm going to do our 8th one, but I want to have our white yarn ready to just come in here because this is where we're going to change to the white for the petals. And we do a yarn over, in through, holding both of those again, yarn over and pull back. But before we finish this off, we're going to just take our white in, put your yarn over and pull it through both. We'll take our end here, we'll just pull this tight, pulling your last loop that little bit tighter if you need to. And then we're going to join with a slip stitch. We're going to join to this first loop. Now make sure it is the first one because it's very easy to mistake which is which here. So if you need to, count backwards, count your V's backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that's our first one right there. And we're going to join with a slip stitch. Put our hook through, yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook as a slip stitch to just form that. All these ends we will finish in later. If you want to, you can cut this one now. It sometimes makes it easier, so I'll give that a snip off and put the yellow out of the way. And now we're going to create our petals. And this is really easy. So we're going to make 3 chain. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to make a UK double treble, US treble. So that's yarn over twice. So once and twice. We'll make this in through exactly the same stitch that we were before. So in through that first one right there, yarn over and pull it back through. You've got 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And we again make another 3 chain, 1, 2, and 3. And we slip stitch in to that same stitch at the bottom. So yarn through and through the one on your hook. We do 3 chain, 1, 2, and 3. And then we repeat what we did for this one, but into the next stitch. So yarn over twice, into that next stitch, yarn over and pull through 4 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And then we do 3 chain again, 1, 2, and 3. We slip stitch back into that same stitch that we've just done our double treble UK or treble US, in through the same one, yarn over, pull through and pull through the loop on your hook. We'll then do another 3 chain, 1, 2, and 3, and then our double treble UK or treble US into the next one. So yarn over twice, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull back through, you've got the 4, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then 3 chain, 1, 2, and 3, and slip stitch back into that same stitch. And that's what you do the whole way round until you get to the end, and I'll meet you back there. If you need to, pause, go back to see how to do this, and I'll meet you when you're finished. So when you come here to the last one, you should have 8 petals. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is my 8th one. I've done my 3 chain stitch, and I'm just going to put them back in here with a slip stitch to the beginning, just like that. And then I'm going to pull my yarn longer and finish off the threads. Now, for some of these, you may want to leave threads on the back. I will show you how I finish off just to make it look that little bit neater. As you can see, that little one there comes a little bit looser. So if you're putting it tighter, it just tightens that up. And obviously we want to pull our circle tighter, so just pull that end until it becomes tighter. Pull through your last stitch that little bit. There we are. And what I do here is I tie a little knot in this, just like that, just the one, like that. That, if you wanted to keep these, is ideal for tying on. If you don't, make sure that you just finish in the ends properly. So to get this finished off nicely, you can see it looks just like a little bit of a gap there compared to the others. So take your end here, leave yourself a decent end so that you can finish it off properly. And I didn't really leave myself a long enough tail at the beginning. Always try to leave it a little bit longer. It's easier for finishing in. So with this one, because it is obviously looking a little bit disconnected, I'll take the end and I'll just put it in through there, putting it through and pulling it tight, and it just pulls it that little bit tighter to make it look connected to the next part right there. We'll finish this off. Now, I do this slightly different than a lot of people, but I don't like my stuff unraveling, so I always try to make sure there's no chance of it happening. So I put my needle through one of the loops at the back here. Take your yarn, loop it over your needle, pulling it through. And what that does is just form a tiny knot. Now, you don't really see this knot. It doesn't feel like a knot. It doesn't come in a big, making it awkward or anything. But it just stops it from unraveling. And then you finish it off normal by running it in through a few stitches. Like that. Taking it back, leave that first one where you've just gone through, otherwise it'll just all come back out again. So go over the top of that one and then under a couple going back again. And often that's all that people do, and it does hold reasonably well. But I just always think putting that little knot there means that it's less chance of it unraveling, because sometimes it does become undone otherwise. Cut that off. And then you just finish in your other end in the same way, and these can be there for tying on to something. If you didn't want to use it for that, then finish them out in a similar way as you have for this. And there's your little daisy. Nice and easy and quick to do. I do have some other flowers here on the channel that you could try doing. I will link the forget-me-not one up here so that you can have a look at that, but I do have some others as well. Pop over and see that one. It's really pretty as well. Thank you for watching, for keeping me company, and I'll see you in the next one.